Pile number one viewers, you chose this really pretty like rose gold or rose pinky color rock that I found in the ocean recently. So this is, I guess, your crystal, and this is your card deck. This is the Spirit Song Tarot, which I will pull for you in a moment. But first, I want to start off your October 2025 forecast with an oracle deck system to see what the energies are going to be like for you. This is going to act as a main theme or energy for your month ahead. So we're looking at October 2025, what to know, what to expect, what to prepare for even for the month ahead. What will the month of October 2025 bring for you? Let's take a look. Whoa, okay. So I didn't mean to take that much, but maybe we can work with it. Let's see. All right. So we have strength, protection, wisdom, and peace. All right, so this is interesting because we also have like kind of a hidden star in this card. You see that? It's a star. This is telling me that you've been enduring. I'm getting words of like alchemization, like you've been alchemizing and trying your best to be resilient and show fortitude and strength in a situation. Spirit wants you to know that despite your struggles, despite the challenges that you've had to endure, not only is there a change and transformation with the dragonfly energy, right, taking place, but a lot of these things that you may at present be experiencing may be actually in alignment. And I know that's hard to take. The reason why I say that is because you have the swan energies here, and swans are all about partnership, union, and alignment. They mate for life, okay? And the fact that the swans are flanking this divine feminine energy is saying that you are leveling up, you are stepping up, you are in alignment with everything that is happening for you right now, despite maybe how challenging it may feel. You are in alignment towards the higher version of yourself, despite the challenges you may be experiencing, despite the challenge in the change, despite the challenge in the transformation, despite the strength you've had to endure and gain in the struggle. All of this was in alignment towards a greater, higher version of you. A balanced, more, I would say, healed version of you even. Yeah, because here it's showing that you've gained wisdom through these experiences, right? Through the journey, despite its challenges, you've gained so much wisdom. You've actually brought yourself into alignment. And you've learned from your experiences. And what's interesting here is that the Peace card is showing us that after a period of struggle, you will have a peaceful situation and resolution come about. Why? Because you've gained so much discernment. Your eyes are open. You've aligned with your higher self. And peace will follow the challenge this month. You'll find yourself in a more peaceful place this month. Overall, your well-being, your peace of mind. Okay, the feeling is to say that all your struggles were not in vain. They were catalysts to bring you into a position of alignment with your highest self and the most authentic version of you, the wiser, stronger, more resilient version of you. So that way you were guided to, I'm hearing, a position of power, not only power, but peace. The struggles you may face or have faced recently were leading to your peace overall, when all was said and done. Your alignment, okay, the struggle forced you to align, forced you to learn and grow, so you can access this peace within. Because once you have this, once you access this, it can never be taken away from you, is the message. Your path towards achieving this peace within, this inner alchemical alignment, was always protected. So the feeling is here, you were never going to fail. You were never going to fail. You were always going to align. You were always going to align. You were always meant to align and gain the wisdom and the knowledge from your experiences. And it's that wisdom, alignment, knowledge, and discernment that is guiding you towards your peace and your peace of mind. Okay. Spirit Song Tarot is what I'm using here. I feel like this month, October, is what's going to show you. I feel also this is giving me relief. So you having a sigh of relief after a period of struggle. Finally, a sigh of relief. So the theme of your month of October is finally breathing a sigh of relief, getting the relief, getting the resolution to a situation that's been ongoing. Finally feeling at peace, having your peace of mind, finding a peace that passes all understanding, right? In the month of October. And then wisdom, the wisdom card is also giving me the energy of hindsight. Hindsight showing you what it was all for. Showing you the why and the how. Hindsight is the gift because it shows you everything that led you towards your peace of mind, towards the resolution and the outcome that you were patient for. See, October 2025, pile number 1, viewers, please. Oh yeah, definitely. Temperance, balance and harmony, yes, and the beautiful zebra energy shows us the empowerment or the balance between opposing forces, and how if you can maintain your alignment, it does give you power, right? It's the integration of every aspect of self, past, present, future, light and shadow. Yeah, this is you having done the alchemy that I was speaking of, and I feel like this peaceful resolution or outcome is the result of having done the inner work. The Tower. Oh yeah, shake-ups to wake up. Okay, remember I was feeling energy of like all these challenges were just catalysts, right? The lessons were just catalysts to bring you into alignment, to bring you to this peaceful outcome, to this version of you that's living and dwelling in your higher self at all times, right? Release and revelation, it says. Tower energy is about clearing away the old structures, the old paradigms, the old foundations of things, people, places, and situations that were no longer working. Oftentimes it's a shake up to wake up. It's a big, liberating moment. You have to shake things up sometimes. Sometimes we activate those things for ourselves. Sometimes the universe itself brings us, something into our life that shakes us up in some way if we don't, initiate it for our, ourselves. But you've had a shake up to wake up in some area of life recently, but it was so needed so you can see things clearly. The chameleon energy is changing, ever changing, and always adaptable. Okay, so that's oftentimes the energy we need to take on when we're going through something a little tumultuous. We have to be adaptable. I feel the Strength card here is saying, yeah, you have been adaptable. You've learned to balance yourself despite the uncertainty, despite the challenges and the changes, despite the shakeups that have woken you up or has opened your eyes to things or have created catalysts in your life. Despite the unexpected shifts that may have, you know, removed things from your environment, from your mindset, from your life and lifestyle, you see. There's so many different ways that we can experience tower moments in our journey, but they're not for nothing. Oftentimes it's activating something that needs to be cleared away, so that way we have the space to receive the things that are meant for us instead. And you do have 2 major arcanas here. This is an energy of alignment, and I was feeling that alignment here from the protection card, right? It's the energy is super similar in that way. So you're coming into alignment with something. Hindsight is going to show you what your journey was all for. But there's a positive resolution this month to the overall experiences, right, that you've been going through. You've activated parts of your higher self. You needed to clear away the old in order to make space for the new. Again, the Tower is often a change and transformational card. Guidance here is to be adaptable through the change, to be steadfast in the inner work that you've done to bring yourself into balance, harmony, and alignment, because it's also helping to secure your foundation as things shift and move and change around you, as things are released from your life. It feels like it's all been part of the greater puzzle, okay, in your journey that's being put together right now as we speak. Whoa, yeah. Whew. Okay, do you see that? The 9 of Crystals, that's actually the 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like this is the level up, right, that I was feeling also in the protection card. I was feeling you standing strong in your higher self. And interestingly enough, I'm also getting vibes that this is like the spiritual level up and upgrade. And then here is the tangibility, the tangible result and proof that you can see, right, in your everyday world of that same alignment that you achieved here. Now it's reflected back to you in a physical way. You're going to see the proof of that alignment in your everyday physical waking life. Physical upgrades, physical blessings. Again, it's just a reflection of the inner work and alchemy you've done to shake away the old, to release the old that was no longer serving with the Tower, to bring yourself into inner alignment, healing, and balance with the Temperance. It's like all that work in the month of October is going to now be reflected in your everyday life. And what's interesting is it's feeling like all that stuff, the old you, the old version of you, the old patterns that maybe ran your program needed to be rewritten, needed to be what's the word? It's feeling like all those old programs needed, yeah, you needed to be freed of them. I'm getting imagery of like computer software, hardware, right? Coming through. It's like you upgrading removing the old computer hardware, replacing it with new, the new version of you. It's like going from an Apple 6 to like an Apple 14 or Apple, I don't even know what they're at now, right? Apple 18 or something. You tell me. I don't know what the latest Apple phone is, but it seems to be like a complete reboot that is taking place for you. But it has been an ongoing process. Installing new hardware, software, or whatever, and constantly upgrading your mental, your spiritual, your emotional. And it's like all those, spiritual upgrades that you've been having. And then finally, after all of that, getting to a point where now the universe and the physical world starts reflecting back the inner work outwardly. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Crystals is giving me that. Security and abundance, the card says, right? And let's not forget the energy of the spider is all about the divine weaving of the web. Like I was saying, the greater puzzle of your journey coming together. Again, you were always meant to align. You were always meant to, access your higher self, this higher version of you. You were always meant to learn these things. And you were always meant to find your peace and peace of mind. It was part of your destiny in some way to go through certain aspects of wisdom and learning and gaining from experience, so that way you could reach your higher self and then access your peace, which is something no one could ever take from you once you arrive at it. And it's like not only having inner peace within, but then having peace in your everyday waking life too. You've been adaptable through your changes. You've maintained a strong foundation. Despite things being cleared out of your way, out of your path, out of your life, your foundation was always steady, because you have done the inner work to create that steady foundation within, that no matter what was being shooken up or happening outside of you, you were always secure, you were always protected. The feeling is here, you were never going to miss what was meant for you, okay? This was your path from day one, and you should be proud of yourself, stand tall, acknowledge the inner work, because you earned it. Whatever blessings with the 9 of Pentacles are being poured out into your life right now, again, well-deserved. These are your rewards. These are your gifts, your abundance. You are secured. Again, security and abundance, right, with this card. You are protected. Nothing's going to be able to take these blessings away from you. These are, the feeling is, they are written. They have been written for you. They can't be unwritten. They can't be undone. These blessings were written for you, have your name on it, scribed into the book of life. They can never be taken from you. Again, you were always meant to level up. You were always meant to power up. You were always meant to receive this abundance. You were always meant to receive these blessings. You were always meant to have these things given to you. All the universe needed you to do, okay, was clear the path, to clear the old programming, to clear the old karma, to clear the generational wounds and curses, so you could be in a position of pure energy alignment to receive them. 9 of Pentacles is you receiving, you living it tangibly. You cleared karma not only for yourself, but ancestral lineages as well. October is a month where you start to see the fruit with that 9 of Pentacles of your inner working in labor. Oof. I don't know who this is for. Man, but this is the tangible evidence, okay, of your inner work being reflected back to you now. Power, strength, wisdom, alignment. It's all coming together now. So I'm hearing to say to you, when you are standing in this position, okay, of receiving your blessing in some tangible form, and I don't know in which way and what form it's going to take or arrive, okay? But I feel that with the Nine of Pentacles, there's something definitely coming towards you. But it's well-deserved, okay? But when you're standing there in the midst of it, what it's telling me is that these things, these blessings are a tangible representation of every tear you've cried, every lesson you've learned, every pang of hurt you've felt throughout this inner alchemical journey. So when you're standing in and amongst the fruit of that inner work, know that every single thing you see was alchemized in a way that you can hold it, you can see it, you can touch it in your everyday waking life. You alchemized those tears, you alchemized that heartbreak, you alchemized those disappointments. And now they have turned into something tangible, alchemized from lead to gold, okay? Interestingly enough, in a way that you can feel it, live it, breathe it, experience it in real time. Every pain, every tear, every struggle has been alchemized into a blessing, okay? And those blessings are being poured into your life right now for the month of October, okay? I'm also getting Sagittarius and Scorpio energy from these two cards, by the way. You might have a stellium or something heavy in your chart as well, but these are energies that are at work also. Or you might be one of these signs, or they might represent someone as well. All right, so we have energy of resistance, okay? That would be the struggle, right? The strength in the struggle, the resistance, the push and the pull. Sometimes, you know, butterfly being transformed in the cocoon goes through a push and pull process when it's ready to emerge. There's been resistance. Maybe there has been limitations. There has been challenges. We know that. You've worked through your fears, though. Just like the chameleon, you've learned to be adaptable through those shifts, through those changes. Likewise, the rabbit energy knows how to pivot, right? When it's you know, having things thrown at it, or if it sees a predator coming, it knows how to pivot, move. So you've been pivoting and adapting through the changes, through the challenges, through your fears even. And also rabbits are energy of abundance too, right? So you've been doing all of this work all the while. Yeah. Funny, I mentioned the butterfly in the cocoon, and now you have it here, right? You have the caterpillar or the moth and the butterfly emerging from the cocoon. So yeah, you did the transformational alchemical work to pivot, to move, to adapt, and you've gone through that push and pull period, and really what it was just a birthing process of change. You've been alchemizing through the changes because you've been transforming and metamorphosizing into the highest version of you that is living this blessing, this dream, this fruit in real time. Okay, I'm curious to see what's underneath here, just because. Whoop. Time. And then we also have this energy, the mushrooms and the toxic energy, right? So yeah, this has been a matter of divine timing, all of this leading up to, and the greater puzzle coming together to lead you to this peace and to this peaceful resolution outcome and abundant blessing where you're living your blessings in real time. And then, like I said, hold on, we had the toxic card. That again is removing the toxicity, the things in life that could harm your evolution, your growth, and the journey that you had always tended on partaking in, right? The part of also removing those things from your life that would keep you from the best version of you. You have to consider that, yes, mushrooms can also be toxic, but they can be healing, okay? So this is like a little bit of a double-edged sword with this card, because mushrooms can also be healing. They are toxic, but sometimes they can be healing. So even the toxic ones can be healing in moderation. So part of the healing was removing the toxicity out of life, shaking up and, right, having a breakdown to break through over here with the tower. So you're having a breakthrough moment to break through to the blessings, to break through to the highest version of you who's living the best life that you've always wanted and desired to live. You had to remove the toxic things. You had to heal also to receive. And this was always in alignment with you and divine timing, right? This was always lining up for a specific time in your journey. All of it. There was no mistakes. There was no coincidences in regards to the timing of how this alignment was unfolding. You might have vacillated between moments of uncertainty, moments of, like positivity, or I don't know how to describe it, moments of light and shadow, right? We have the light and shadow here with the moon and the sun in the card as well. It was just a matter of time before those energies were brought into a state of alignment so you can receive this. But there are no accidents. There are no accidents. No coincidences in regards to the timing of this gift, this blessing, this abundance that's making its way to you now. Again, because the feeling is here, the old version of you had to get away from that. You had to kind of transmute that in order to be the version of you who could receive it fully. The old version of you was not in alignment to receive what you're coming into with this Nine of Pentacles, but the new version of you is. And that was the whole point of the journey, to get you to a place where you were a match to the blessings that were always written for you. Okay? All right, where's my booklet? Hold on, I gotta move some things around. I guess I didn't take it out of the box. So this is the Sacred Forest Oracle. What do we have? Purification. Okay, just more confirmation of alignment. That's the alchemy card as well. But let's read it. And then I'll pull your angel numbers. I know this is a long one, sorry. A soft layer of snow has shrouded the pines of the sacred forest. You can sense the formidable life force surging through each tree, even in the deepest winter. As you brush up against a branch, the snow is dislodged and softly falls to the forest floor. With simply the lightest touch of the pine needles, you can feel your entire energy field being purified. Your energy field is being cleansed of all that it doesn't need. Tower, right? The Tower card would do that. Traditionally, pine branches have been used in cleansing ceremonies because ancient people revered their purifying qualities. The essential oil of pine is antibacterial and antiseptic as well, which is useful for protecting people from harmful bacteria. Oh, the toxic card. Remember the toxic card? And then you also have the protection card. This card's appearance is a message to release what doesn't serve. Again, the Tower. What doesn't serve, support, or empower you. Let go of anything that feels dull and murky in your life. Cleanse your body and your environment by doing cleansing or cleaning, space clearing, and clutter clearing. When your auric field is cluttered and energy is dingy, you can't see the world clearly and will have trouble hearing the messages from Spirit. The time has come to lighten up, eat, and live lightly before a shiny, vibrant new cycle can begin. It is essential to let go of the old. The brilliance that pours through you can then shine through your life and also help many people. But first, the path has to be made clear. And that's what the Tower energy was doing. The inner alchemy work of the Temperance was doing as well, right? The push and pull, the emerging from the cocoon to receive the blessings, to receive your goodness. Spirit of the Pine says, let go of the old, discarded, and unused. Purify and cleanse and clutter clear your home, your body, and your life. Release whatever doesn't support you. Serve or support, yeah. Take time for a total purification. You'll feel brighter and also be a clear channel for light, for the light. Okay, I believe that totally aligns. Let's see if we can get an angel number for you. When I roll the dice, the angel numbers that show up can confirm a lot of what is already said in the reading and or provide you with a personal message you need in a moment. Don't give you a source because it could be one you don't like. I say take the journey, research for yourself. You may come across other things that Spirit needs you to find along the way. And also, if you can, please refrain from putting number interpretations in the comment section, right? For the same reason, we want to make sure everybody has a chance to find some magic for themselves. So let's see. What is your angel number, pile number 1? 4, 2, and 8. Okay, 428 is your number. Go ahead and look it up, see what it brings to you. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to support this channel. Maybe consider joining my channel membership for exclusive content and readings I put out for members only. And you could also support me further by visiting me on Etsy. I do have personal readings there upon availability. Also handmade crystal jewelry, other things I make like crochet things that I make by hand as well. So take care of yourself. Thank you for spending time with me, for watching this reading. Like, share, connect any way you wish. Much love to you again, and always keep shining. Pile number 2, viewers, you chose the Joie de Vie Tarot. And I also have a piece of shell that, interestingly enough, looks like it's in the shape of a heart. I don't know if you could tell. So yeah, that's what you chose. So before I get to the tarot for your October 2025, tarot forecast, I'm going to pull an oracle card to kind of act as a theme and the main energy of your month ahead. What to know, what to expect, as well as what we're looking at here for your month. Let's see, pile number 2 viewers choosing the heart-shaped shell. Let's see, what is the main energy or theme of their month ahead, October 2025? Let's take a look. Let's start with this first, and then I'll shuffle for the tarot. Oh, okay. Major changes in the month of October happening for you here. I'm also getting the vibe to tell you not to worry. Please don't stress out over what, changes are happening for you. We have the owl in the background, which is saying that these changes are wise and necessary, okay, for the overall greater good of your journey. Again, wise energy from the owl. It's also knowledgeable. So there's a deeper meaning to the changes that you will be experiencing in October. So try not to have melancholy, okay, towards these changes. If you can, we also have the energy of the daffodil in the card, which is a beautiful, because she has it, look, she has it in her hair, which is a beautiful energy to associate, right? Or to kind of like give further depth to what's happening for you in the month of October. And I truly feel that the spiritual flower meaning is tying into the energy of change, for the simple fact that oftentimes when we're undergoing a change, we are experiencing likewise a rebirth of some sort. So the daffodil represents resurrection, renewal, and rebirth, okay? They're also, if you think about it, the daffodils are also the first flower that are usually the first flower that appears in spring. So it does hint at a new beginning coming to you via the changes you may experience, okay, this month. So I feel like this is saying these changes, don't stress or mourn over what is being let go, because the changes that are happening for you this month are leading you to a fresh start and a brand new beginning, a rebirth of sorts, a renewal, a much needed one is also what I'm getting from this. Okay, so yeah, changes, lots of them. Likewise, you could be experiencing uplifts in personal growth, or the way you feel that you've expanded. I feel like there's something that could be shifting and changing in your mindset of some sort, in the way that you hold yourself spiritually is what I'm getting for the month of October. Big changes mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically in your journey at this time. But these are wise changes, okay? These are changes that are going to enlighten you moving forward, but also shift things around you to accommodate, right, your own personal growth and the rebirth that you need in some area of your journey at this time, okay? So let's see if we can get some tarot here. Again, this is the Joie de Vie. Let's see. October 2025, pile number 2 viewers. Okay, 4 of Swords. The feeling of rest. There's a lot going on. You might have a lot on your plate. You might experience overload as you're undergoing a major change in your journey in some area of your life. But this change is needed. It's wise, okay? I don't know. It's a weird feeling with the word wise, because it's saying the universe is wise. Your higher self is wise in regards to the changes that it is bringing your way. In regards to the change that is being activated for you. Like it's almost this feeling of like the universe knows what it's doing at this time. Yes, it's going to bring change. But your higher self knows the why. And 4 of Swords is giving, all you got to do is rest in the knowing that these changes are necessary to rebirth you or to shift you. Hold on, I saw something. Shift you. Yeah. Three of Wands. Oh yeah, Three of Wands is all about, you know, expectation, expansion, growth, travel. Let's see if we can get one more. There's something on the horizon, and it's like, instead of stressing, instead of resisting the changes that are happening for you in October, you got to flow with them instead. Rest easy. Be still and know. Four of Swords. Be still and know. Yeah, you have with the Page of Coins, opportunity approaching. You stepping into something new here with the Page of Coins. This is fresh energy. Pages are, and they're also messengers. So opportunities, offers, messages coming through that are going to step you into a new direction, that are going to lead you and guide you into a new direction. Be expectant. The changes that are happening for you are leading you to something new. Because look at the body language, right? This energy is facing over here, not the past, it's facing the future. So you're stepping into something new in the future, and the changes that you experience this month are leading to that. Three of Wands is saying, yeah, this is all leading to further growth and expansion. There is something on the horizon happening for you. You're waiting for, and you have maybe been waiting for your ships to come in. You're not wrong in believing that they are and will. Meanwhile, as things shift and change around you, take a breather. Clear your mind. Remove yourself from people, places, and things. If you need to go solo for a little bit, if you need to go quiet for a little bit, by all means, please do that. Allow yourself that. Give yourself that space. Four of Swords. It's better to do that than to stress over what's happening for you, because there's something here that I feel with the Three of Wands you've already set into motion. And it's weird because the feeling that's coming through is this is the change you've asked for. Okay, I feel like I need one more. And I'm going to take it on the Page of Coins. I feel like you've been asking for these changes, okay? And maybe with the Four of Swords, you weren't seeing anything happening, because this is an energy of stillness and sometimes silence. And sometimes we don't see the changes happening in our outer world. A lot of times it's changes that were happening on the inner, right? But despite not seeing anything physically change outside of you per se, right? We have this Three of Wands that is saying you've been expectant all the while anyway. And you're not wrong. The anticipation is about to build, okay? It has been building slowly, I feel, with the Four of Swords and the Three of Wands. But something's about to shift in October to show you that you're stepping in the right direction. You've been moved in the right direction the entire time, despite maybe little happening outside of you. Maybe you've kept your expectations. Yeah, no matter what you couldn't see outside. Yeah, on the outside. Yeah, again, I want to take this on the Page of Coins. I'm curious to see what this is all about. Yeah, you're letting go. You're letting go of any heavy energy, any burdens you've been carrying, your weight. There's going to be a weight lifted off your shoulders. Again, I feel like with the Four of Swords, if you've been waiting, the weight of that weight, okay, is going to be lifted off your shoulders. I feel a relief coming from the Page of Coins, because the Page of Coins doesn't take a first step in the direction of something new until, right, until he has a tangible, physical way of going about it to secure himself, okay? You're letting go of a heavy cycle that's been weighing down on you. You've been patiently waiting for something over here to shift and change, but this is the change you've been asking for. Something's coming through to offer this to you so you can release this old cycle and let it go fully so you can step forward. I don't know if it's an offer coming through, a job offer, an opportunity, an idea. I'm not really sure what is going to be coming through in that way. But it's about you releasing the old to step into the new in a tangible, well thought out way. Maybe you've been with the Four of Swords visualizing, anticipating, you know, expecting something, and then here it comes in a way that it feels like a light that looks tiny at first and then starts expanding. And the more it expands, the more you can let go and release this and follow the way you've been prompted. Okay, I know that's a weird analogy, but okay. Six of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be receiving a gift of some kind, okay? That's what it feels like. It feels like somebody's going to offer you. You might know this person, by the way. You might have some history with them. It feels like a gift that's coming towards you. An offer, an opportunity. And it feels like it's a seed that you've planted in the past that now is coming to fruition. And it's going to help you to let go of what has been needing to change all this time. But the feeling is you've been steadfast. You've been expectant. You've been needing this shift, this change, so you can grow and expand further. 3 of Wands. That Page of Coins is ready to step in a new direction in a tangible way. And even though it's brand new to you, again, the renewal and the rebirth, right? Even though it's brand new to you, it does feel like this was a much needed gift and blessing. And it's the answer to release you from something that hasn't been working, that has been heavy, that's been bogging you down. This is a much needed change and activation. Again, I don't know if you might receive a phone call, email, text, messengers, Page of Swords, or pages. Oh, I said Page of Swords, really Page of Coins, right? All the pages are messengers. But you do have some kind of communication, maybe divine communication coming through, a message, an idea that comes through. Somebody might call, offer you something, an opportunity, and this is the beginnings of a much needed change. This is going to feel like a gift and a blessing to you. Again, it might come from somebody you know. That's a possibility. But this is the first inclination in the month of October that the past is truly behind you, that a challenging cycle is really over, and you can start to feel expectant and hopeful about what lies ahead. 3 of Wands is also energy of future forward, okay? Looking into the future. You have planted seeds, you've made plans for the future, and then again, you're waiting for your ships to come in. And it's that feeling, like I said, of a light that starts off really small and then keeps getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter the closer it gets to you. Kind of think of like, you know, looking out into the ocean. You see a light way, way, way in the distance. And you can see the tiny little glimmer of something out there. And then as you're waiting, patiently anticipating, slowly but surely that light gets closer, gets brighter, gets closer and closer and brighter every time. That's what's happening here for you in October. That little light that you've been seeing and anticipating coming through in the distance is now approaching. And Six of Cups is all about giving and receiving. So you're about to receive this. And what it's going to do is initiate change, much needed change for a new beginning, a fresh start that you've been wanting. And this is going to come through in a very tangible way. And it's going to help you release yourself and let go of the weight that you've been carrying all this time of maybe a difficult or challenging cycle. This is going to feel really good to you, okay? Try not to stress, relax, you know, rest easy in the knowing that good things are happening for you this month. Oh yeah, fire is activating, absolutely, ideas, passion, inspiration. You might be a fire sign, or you might know somebody that's a fire sign. Maybe the person who's gifting you with this blessing or opportunity or this, you know, light is a fire sign. But there's something definitely getting activated. I feel that that's the change that's been needed to let this go, okay? What's interesting is you have the Ten of Wands, which is an ending. You'd also have the Page of Coins, which is the first step in a new direction. So you have an ending and a new beginning, so to speak, on the table. Okay, so I feel like for whatever reason, this might be a timing card. Oh, wait. October 2025. Don't we have like a full moon? Is there a full moon in Aries coming around? In the beginning of the month, I think. Interestingly enough. Maybe that's a time frame to consider. So maybe that full moon in Aries will help bring this to you, and also likewise, you know, activate change and close something out, and bring something new. Okay, so yeah, see, look at that, the growth and the expansion that I was talking about, that was much needed, that you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for this change, like I said, in some way, shape, or form. You've been waiting to expand because that's what your soul needs, right? In some area of your life, further expansion, and that's what's coming through. I feel like that moon, that full moon, is it a full moon or new moon? I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I feel like that's a timing card, that moon energy here. Okay, I definitely feel like that timing is important, or that time frame is important this month. So whatever that full moon is, I believe it's the full moon in Aries. I have a feeling it's October 6th or 7th. I'm not sure. Something about the full moon in Aries in October is a timing. There's a timing aspect to that. It plays a role or an influence, or has some kind of influence, okay? Because we have the moon card here, we have the fire. We have Mars, right? That's Mars energy as well. So just keep that in mind, okay? Full moon releases as well. Full moons do release things from our life, but again, it's activating a shift and a change. It's releasing something so something new can enter. And it feels like what's trying to enter is the fresh start and new beginning, and the much needed change you've been seeking. Okay. This is the Sacred Forest Oracle. Let's see if we can get a final message. What do we have? Oh, I love it. It says trust, crystal cave. All right. Let's see if we can read it from the book. All right, so it says, you stand before the cave, but you can't see in. Although you don't know what to expect, certitude is rising within you. Oh, doesn't that mirror what I was saying? Even though you can't see, right, what's happening for you, maybe things have been still, things have not been maybe really visible in the outside world. The change that you've been anticipating isn't really demonstrating itself outwardly, but you can feel it, you anticipate it. 3 of Wands, you've been expectant despite that. That right there falls in line. What I was saying falls in line with this card. It says, you know that you are meant to go forward. You know that you are safe. Also, number 4 is a card of stability, right? Or as far as the number energy. It's an energy of stability, security, and foundation as far as the number. So yeah, you know that you are safe. You take a deep breath in and then take a first step. Oh yeah, hello, Page of Coins. The first step in the direction of something new. You see that? So this is very much in alignment already, but it says, caves have long been considered secret passageways to sacred powers and forces. Certain shamanic initiations occurred in caves because they were thought to be places where your intuition could be activated. The appearance of this card is a message to believe in your intuition no matter where it takes you. Have faith in yourself and know that you're divinely guided even when you have doubts. Yeah. Trust that your feelings about others and about situations. Yeah, trust your feelings about others and about situations. You're exactly where you need to be. For the moment, right? Until the change gets activated and the light appears brighter and you can see what you need to see, right? But it says trust is the foundation of the ability to manifest. Everything was created because someone believed that it was possible. And patience, right? You've been waiting for this. Like I said, you've been waiting for this. Patience is absolutely crucial in the application of this principle. Look at that. Change can happen in a heartbeat. What? Look at that. I love that. But some things require a little time. Yeah, and I feel like this 4 of Swords has been the waiting, right? That you've been undergoing. Like I said, you've been carrying the weight of the weight, okay? Please be patient and know that it will happen. Look at that. Whatever receives your care and attention will flourish. Believe. You've planted your seeds. Now give them time to grow. In cultures throughout the world, the cave represents a womb, a source of life. They are where early humans sought shelter and protection. In the depths of the cave, know that you are safe and protected. The spirit of the crystal cave says, you can let go and allow your clear, focused intuition to flow freely. Follow the nudges from your soul. Listen to others, but trust your instincts. Yeah, you've planted seeds. Okay? You've planted seeds. You've been expectant. You've, waited for your ships to come in. And here you are getting to a point where you're going to be able to act upon, first step in the direction of that seed that you've planted and invested in some way, shape, or form. And what it's going to allow you to do when the time is right and you're ready to strike, it's going to allow you to let the weight of that weight go. Okay? You plant, like I said over here, you planted something in the past with this 6 of Cups. Absolutely. I think this aligns beautifully. Just trust. It's happening. It's happening. You've been waiting patiently for this. Okay. Let's see if we can get, and I think October is going to really show you that it's all lining up. Okay. That you weren't wrong to expect it, to anticipate it, to believe that it was happening. Okay. You weren't wrong. Let's see if we can get a final, oh, okay, dag. I was going to say a final message from the angel numbers. So you have 8. I might as well just go ahead and roll them, right? Let's see. 8. Whoa. All right. 9. So 889 is your angel number. Go ahead and look it up. Again, angel numbers can confirm a lot of what is already said in the reading and or provide you with a message you need personally. Find a source that you trust to interpret the numbers for you. Take the journey. You never know what other synchronicity you might find along the way. Try to refrain, please, also from putting number interpretations in the comment section for the same reason. We want to give everybody a chance to find some magic for themselves. So if you want to support this channel, likewise, do me the favor of liking, sharing, and subscribing. Check out my channel membership for other content I put exclusively out for members only. You can also support me further by visiting me on Etsy. Link to my Etsy shop is down below. I have cool things there that I make by hand, including crystal jewelry. I have personal readings as well. Sending you much love. Have a beautiful month. Take care of yourself and always keep shining. Pile number 3. You chose this lovely seashell. I don't know if you can see how cool this is. It has like this iridescence, and I'm trying to capture it. There we go. Like a rainbow, a little bit of a rainbow flash inside of it, which I thought was so cool. But that's your shell. I think it might be an abalone. I'm not 100% sure. If you happen to know what it is, please do share, okay? Let me know. I'm going to put that there. This is the Light Seers Tarot, and I will be pulling this tarot deck for you, but I want to start your October messages, right, with the Vintage Wisdom Oracle to see what the main energy and theme is for your month ahead. So let's see. What is the main energy and theme for your October forecast? Let's see. Main energy and theme for the month ahead. File number 3 viewers. Oh wow, celebration. Okay, I love that. So something festive, maybe a party. You might be socializing more, getting out there, experiencing a little bit of fun. I don't know if you have something to celebrate, but you just might. If you don't, you just might have something to celebrate. Maybe something you're unaware of that you will be celebrating very soon. You're accomplishing something. I feel like this is I don't know why I'm getting like the celebration of a milestone. I don't know if any of you are celebrating a birthday, graduation, maybe a wedding. There's a, excuse me, a special event taking place. And it's going to give you something to look forward to, I'm hearing. I'm also getting vibes of like graduation, leveling up, and celebrating that accomplishment in yourself or in your spiritual journey in some way. I love the butterflies in the card because that's symbolizing, you know, change and transformation, likewise metamorphosis. So you've undergone some changes and now it's time to celebrate those, is what it feels like. Again, the Light Seers Tarot. Let's see what messages come through for the month ahead, October. What to know, what to expect, what to be prepared for. Okay, we have energy of strength. Strength is also energy of self-mastery, okay? Sometimes, yes, strength in the struggle. We've been resilient. We've overcome our obstacles. We've learned to empower ourselves with that energy versus the struggles having power over us. Okay. Let's see. Leo energy. I don't know if that's you or somebody else. Oh, okay, hold on. What else can we learn? Month of October. Whoa, death and rebirth. 2 major arcanas, man. 5 of Pentacles. Whoa. Okay, I need another one because I don't know what this is about. One more, please. Help me understand what this is all about. Whoa, okay. Let me share this with you because I don't know. Okay. What may be perceived as a potential loss is really the victory. It's leading to a victory, okay? It's actually the key that opens the door to your achievement, okay? The key opening the door, look at the card. So what you perceive to have been a loss or an ending is really the key to open the door to your rebirth, to your renewal, to your new beginning. And to the level up that you've been, the level up that you've been shifting to align with, okay? Interestingly enough. I'm hearing you might sell a home, okay? You might relocate. You might say goodbye to a place where you live. For some of you. The ending leads to your victory, though, is what I keep hearing. This is a bittersweet situation, okay? Because we have the celebration card, and you can't knock that card. That card is way too positive and high vibe. So despite what the hell is happening here, it doesn't change the fact that this is something to celebrate. Even if it's hard, even if it's tough, even if it's a little sad and bittersweet. And you might feel a loss, okay? It's still leading to a victory. And sometimes goodbyes are bittersweet, okay? I don't know what you're saying goodbye to. I don't know who you're saying goodbye to. I don't know what you're letting go, but something's being let go in October. But you have the courage and you have the strength to see it through, to follow through, all right? Even if it might be hard, you have the strength to follow through, to let it go. Because on the other side of the letting go is your victory, okay? That's what I keep getting. So, hell yes! Did you see that? Actually, pile number 1 also had the 9 of Pentacles as the third card. In this case, this is the last card. So you go from like lack and loss to, I have everything I need. I'm doing just fine. I'm doing fine. I'll just buy, all by my damn self, right? With the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. Congratulations. That's what I want to say. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay? Are in order. That is your victory card. 9 of Pentacles. The energy of that card is basking in your blessings. Not wanting for a damn thing. You have it all. You worked for this shit. You earned it. Whatever you're saying goodbye to is actually leading you to the blessings and the abundance, to the well-being, to the safety and the security. Yes, 5 is an energy, a number energy of change. So yeah, sometimes we experience some challenge in the changes. Sometimes we experience some challenges in the losses and the letting go. But you have so much more to receive in place of what you're letting go. It's almost like this feeling of you don't have anything to lose. You have everything to gain by letting it go. So yeah, endings are bittersweet. Goodbyes are bittersweet. But the exchange of what you will receive in the place of whatever it is you are saying goodbye to will be so much better for it. Like, you'll be better off for it. I want to applaud you, it feels like, because it takes strength to say goodbye to things sometimes that aren't working anymore. It takes strength and resilience and fortitude and courage to say goodbye, to let go, to remove yourself, to release things, to shut the door, to close the door on something in order to open the door to something new. But in the opening up the door to something new, you receive so much more in its place. Nine of Pentacles is super independent energy. You know, that energy doesn't get all it has by sitting around doing nothing, by not working hard and whatever, right? Like, you've put in the work. That shows that you put in the work. You put in the labor. Now you can reap the rewards. So you go from loss and lack to thriving. You're thriving in the month of October, but again, you did the work to get to this point. You changed, you transformed. Death card, right? You've gone through a metamorphosis of some kind. Interestingly enough, the celebration comes after the metamorphosis, and we have the butterflies in the card. So, and then this card also represents metamorphosis, right? Change and transformation, endings, and whatnot. So I feel like you have so much more coming your way. So whatever you perceive that may be a loss, whatever you might get in your feelings about, as far as leaving it behind or letting it go, that's just temporary. Because when the blessings start to arrive, when the opportunities arrive, when the rewards start to flow in, you're going to forget about all this over here that you were feeling before. You're going to forget the labor pains that you endured, the birthing pains, the growing pains that you experienced to get to this tangible gift and blessing, life and lifestyle, when all is said and done. I don't know if some of you are getting a better job after a period maybe of being unemployed. You might get a really good paying job. What was that? A little gnat. You might get a really good paying job. And this is saying that you're getting upgraded in your physical, okay? In your physical, in some way. Things are being upgraded in your physical environment and world. And there's some kind of fruit, right, for your labor. I feel like your spiritual labor, especially with the energy of the Death card, right? So I feel like you're going to have something to celebrate. There's more celebration than there are tears, okay? Now, you know, now that I think about it, the little gnat that landed on my hand, right? That has spiritual meaning too. You know, we see them as little pesky little things, you know, fruit flies or whatever. But then again, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is about fruits of your labor, okay? I feel like that was, if anything, just emphasizing the fruits of your labor, you actually being in a position to reap the rewards now. To let go of what's not serving, to release the old chapter so you can receive the fruits of your labor. But gnats in general actually do symbolize new beginnings and purification in some odd way. They do. And they also indicate change. So, or the need for it. And we have the Death card here, which also hints at that. Okay. So I feel like, yeah, you've been patient, you know, as well, in the face of challenges, in the face of transformation. You've undergone several stages of personal development, many stages of death and rebirth within yourself. But it was all leading you to this upgrade. And I feel like there's some kind of tangible reward or gift or fruit of your labor that is going to be presented. You're going to be made aware of something, okay? You know, there's something about with the Strength card and the Death card that is also kind of hinting at the nat animal medicine in regards to persistence. You know, you've been persistent. You've been persistent, and it's kind of like a nudge to, yeah, kind of like a nudge to pay attention to the deeper layers that have been taking place underneath the surface of your journey that are guiding you and about to lead you to this upgrade in some way. Pay attention, okay? It's kind of what this is saying. Pay attention. Something's about to shift and change for you. You've been persistent, you've been strong, you've been courageous through the journey, you've been working on yourself. You know, you overcame your fears with the Strength card. You've undergone major changes and transformations several times over. You've loved and lost. You've endured. Okay? Persistent. You've been persistent in the face of many challenges. It's required your resilience, but that resilience is about to pay off. 9 of Pentacles. So don't mourn what you're losing or letting go or what you've lost. Okay? Because I feel like that 9 of Pentacles is coming in to replace whatever you're losing with something much better. You have everything to gain. Okay? Don't be afraid to remove from your life, okay? Purify, again, anything in your journey that's not working. Death card. Don't be afraid to. Don't be afraid to say goodbye. Let it go. Because you only have yourself to gain in the process. 9 of Pentacles. I think the loss, the letting go is opening the door to your blessings, abundance with the 9 of Pentacles. Just lots of symbolism, a change and transformation, including the Nat, including the Death card, right? But the change is leading you to the blessing. The ending is leading you to the blessing, which holds the new beginning, or the new beginning that holds the blessing. What was lost gets replaced with better. Okay? What was lost gets replaced with more. Here's the loss that gets replaced with more. I want to see what's underneath the deck before I grab other cards, okay? Underneath the surface, underlying energy, maybe something we're not aware of because we can't see it, right? Oh yeah, you've been waiting for this. You've been suspended. You sacrificed a lot, maybe in the last cycle as well. The Hangman card. You've been patient. Patiently waiting. Yeah. But there's so much spiritual growth that takes place in this card. It's very much in alignment. Like I said, you've alchemized. You've faced your fears. Now you're about to have tangible fruit of the spiritual inner workings and the patience, right? And the weight that you've been undergoing. Interestingly enough, change transformation with the death card, sometimes with the hangman energy, especially there reflected, can have us suspended in a liminal space as we undergo major changes in our life, spiritually or otherwise. Sometimes we feel like we're hanging in the in-between, between the old and the new, right? Between the challenge and the resolution, or the obstacle and the resolution. We're hanging somewhere in between those things. The hangman depicts the liminal space, and right now you might feel like you're hanging in the in-between. And that sucks, I know. And you may feel like, you know, with the Five of Pentacles, that's a very uncomfortable place to be. But Nine of Pentacles is promising me that something is going to come of this. You are going to be freed from that up in the air feeling. And you're going to land on solid ground with that Nine of Pentacles. There is some kind of, again, I don't know what the upgrade is. I don't know what the abundance or the prosperity, in what form it will take and how it will show up. But I know that it's coming with the Nine of Pentacles to replace that which you've lost or lacked recently. With the Five of Pentacles. On a very mundane level, though, you could upgrade something in your physical life. Upgrade a place, a house, right? You could upgrade your job. You could upgrade your appearance in some way. Change something about that in the month of October as well. I feel like a blessing is coming through to support you, so you feel safe, so you feel that your needs are met with the Nine of Pentacles in tangible ways. I feel positive about what's happening. So you might get in your feelings, you know, allow that, allow space for that. Feel what you need to feel, right? Honor your feelings. But know that whatever is leaving or whatever you're letting go is being replaced with better. In a tangible way that you could see it, feel it, hold it, experience it, live it, Nine of Pentacles, and feel good about yourself, okay? There's also with the Hangman a lot of healing energy that has taken place underneath the surface to assist you through this change and transformation with the Death card and the letting go. And it has not been easy, okay? We know that. Five of Pentacles saying you might even have felt a little bit of energy drain from the situation at hand. But you're going to have something really special to celebrate. There is a positive outcome and turn of events. There's a positive shift coming from this. Like I said earlier in the beginning of the reading, the loss was leading to the victory. The ending was always leading to the achievement. Actually, the letting go of whatever this is, whether it be a person, place, thing, or mindset, was the means by which you would open the door to your blessings. So, let's see if we can get 3 cards. Oh, there you go. Wealth. Okay. Very much in alignment with this Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, there could be a tangible wealth coming in. Tangible wealth. Ways you can teach, hold it, touch it, feel it, experience it, live it. Okay? You have some kind of blessing of abundance, prosperity, wealth, money, career, maybe career upgrade that would provide further income or new sources of income. There's something coming your way that's going to support you financially, I feel, to assist and support this version, this upgraded version of you. Hell yeah, that's something to celebrate. We have the bond energy. So these are things coming together to support a seed that you've planted. Okay. A forest begins with a single acorn. Remember that. Okay. A forest begins with a single acorn. So there's this feeling of expansion, multiplication, receiving more, things growing and fruiting in your life. Again, back to the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, you don't see this coming necessarily. Maybe your intuition might pick up on it and feel it though. Also, the seed that you've planted over here, okay, you've envisioned it in your mind's eye for some time. I think part of the achievement and the celebration is the ability now to live it in a tangible way, to live it in real time. No more just thinking about it, visualizing it, or dreaming about it. Nine of Pentacles is earth energy. It's grounded and it's trying to make it tangible and materialize it from the realm of spirit into your physical, everyday, waking world. Okay? But there's something about the way this is unfolding for you that you can't quite see. You're hanging in the in-between. Okay? But yeah. But you've held the vision. You've never let it go. But in order to prepare and align with the seed of your intention and to have it come together, it's like you had to do the inner transformation, right? You had to overcome things within yourself. You also had to let things go in the process. Like I said, letting go could be a person, place, thing, or mindset. To receive this now. And you've been waiting a long time for this. October is going to be a very special month. You're achieving things. You're going to have so much to celebrate. I feel like some of these things might come to you in a surprising, unexpected way. You don't see them. You don't see how they're going to arrive, but they are. There's a hidden element to it. Owls also are symbolic of intuition, wisdom. They fly by night to land their prey. So again, a hidden element is what I keep getting. You might perceive something as a loss, but in reality, it's the vehicle and the vessel which then opens the door for you to receive a blessing. So let's see. Oh, I love this card. Meandering path, flow. Okay, let's look it up. Okay, that's cool because that was like I opened the book and that was the first thing that I opened, that I opened up to. So let's see. And again, there's dappled light. My apologies. The sun is shining right above my table. But it says, as you saunter down the pathway, you are not sure what is around the next corner, right? There's something that you can't quite see. That's why the blindfold is here on the owl. And that's also why you're kind of like in the in-between. But you are relishing the moment. Oh boy. hold on. There we go, I guess. So it says you're sauntering, or you saunter down the pathway. You are not sure what is around the next corner, but you are relishing the moment. You gaze at the interplay of light and dark of the leaves of the trees and inhale the fresh forest air. All is well. You know that you don't have to see your destination. All that is required is to enjoy the journey. Hold on, I'm going to zoom in on this. There we go. Adjusted the lens. I hope that helps a little bit. When life presents you a meandering path rather than a straight shot to a goal, you can feel frustrated. That's also could be the Five of Pentacles, right? Yeah, that makes sense. You might bemoan the fact that the path seems aimless and roundabout and that you can't see what's ahead. On the other hand, you can just enjoy the voyage. If life right now seems to have some sinuous curves, bends, loops, and turns, the challenges, right? The obstacles. Don't despair. All is as it should be. This card is suggesting that you relinquish control to the path forward and just see where it takes you. You don't have to have all the answers to succeed. You don't need to know what tomorrow holds to have an astounding future. Simply sit back and enjoy the ride. You'll get to exactly where you need to be for your highest good. The spirit of the meandering path says everything falls into place when you don't resist the flow of the meandering pathway of life. Allow the path to take you where you need to go. Don't hurry it or resist it. Simply let go. Look at that. Let go, surrender, and enjoy the journey. So yeah, it's in the letting go and in the allowing yourself to flow that you receive. Okay? So I love this. This makes total sense to me. So let's see what your angel number is. For those of you not familiar with my readings, I do roll the dice. The angel numbers can confirm a lot of what is said in the reading, or I guess maybe provide you with a message you need personally in the moment. I don't give you a source to look up the angel numbers because it could be one you don't like, and you never know what, other signs, synchronicities, and paths you might be taken down when you do the research to find the numbers for yourself. So that's why I recommend that you do. If you also can, please refrain from putting number interpretations in the comment section for the same reason. If you could avoid doing that in the comment section, that would be great, because we want to give everybody a chance to find that magic of the numbers for themselves. So let's see what your angel number is for this reading, pile number 3. All right, so we have 9, 5, 2. So 952, I'll go ahead and put that number on the screen for you. Look it up, see what it brings to you. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to support this channel. Maybe consider joining my channel membership for exclusive content and readings I put out for members only. You could also support me further by visiting me on Etsy. Link to my Etsy shop is down below in the description box. Pay me a visit. I have really cool things there that I make by hand myself, and I also have personal readings when I'm available to do them. Take care and always keep shining.